But hi. Hi. Oh, it's on Mother effing Monday. That's when we'll start calling Mondays. It's been a very interesting day. Um, very interesting day. As you see, Tim's and sweatpants, but I did take pictures because I had a meeting at my bank today, and it was good. It was fruitful. I do say so myself. Hello, hello. Hey, girl, you breaking up, but I'm on live. Can I call you right back? Okay. Um, yeah. So I had to go take care of something, and I had to sign some papers and shit, and you know, it's been a motherfucking Monday. I haven't been feeling well. I really been trying not to go out of the house, but I had to get out of the house today because I did have things to do. Um, what else happened? We added someone to our legal team, and he's awesome. What else is going on? It's just been a Monday, you know, and coming off of a Monday, if from being sick for like literally the past 2 weeks, like one day I feel like, I feel great, and then like nighttime hit, and I'm like, yo, I feel like shit. Hey, girly, what's up, cat? To feeling real shitty. It's been one for me this past 2 weeks. But something interesting happened. And I received a text message from somebody very near and dear to my heart. Yeah, and the rain. The rain has been fucking bananas. So the person that's near and dear to my heart is like a child to me. And she just recently applied for a job and she got it. She didn't recently apply. Don't let me lie. She applied for this job several months ago and they recently called her back. So, they started doing her on board and, so she can get paid and things like that. And she did her drug test. She she passed her drug test, right? She wanted to smoke some tweeds. And you know what I told her? I said, don't do it because they'll redrop you. And she was like, nah, woo boppy bam. I was like, honey, this is a big company that you can already work for. And though I don't work and have very seldomly have worked, I do know that they will, after they hire you and they drop you once, they'll tell you to go back for another drop. Now, I think, I'm praying and I'm hoping that she ain't smoked no tweed. But the one good thing about being older is having a certain amount of discernment that people who are young enough to be your children don't motherfucking have. Hence, learn to fucking listen. The shit is fundamental. It's not hard. So when I told her ass the other day, what's up, Stu? What's up, Queen? How you doing, baby? When I told her ass the other day, don't smoke no weed. I'm like, you going to start this job. And trust and believe me, they'll re-drop you. She just hit me literally 15 minutes ago and said, Mom, how come they re-dropping me? Said, I told you. I'm a big I told you so person. But I told her, and now she see these people are giving you an opportunity to work at a wonderful motherfucking company, and they not trying to be liable. See, when you work for a big company and you might fuck up where they can be sued, they don't want to be held liable. So they try to make sure their employees keep clean systems. I told her, I ain't got an answer nothing, but I told her, don't be smoking no weed. Just drink, just have a cocktail. And I hope she just literally only cocktailed it because you don't want to. Hey, beautiful Marie, what's up, sis? I don't want her to miss out on this job, this opportunity. My mama used to say youth is wasted on the young. I didn't understand what the fuck she was saying until I got older. And then you see how, what's up, sis Dina? What's up, Dina G? And you see how younger people move and how they don't listen. People think human beings have changed. No. Mm-mm. Times change. People haven't changed. And big corporations definitely haven't changed. And I hope you having a blessed day too, beautiful, astute Queen Bee. You know, it's just irritating when you see a motherfucker hit you like telling you some shit that you told them and then being slightly surprised. I told her this so she can make sure she can keep this fucking job. Cause God knows Lil Mama need it. Cause these 20 and 30 and $40 here and there get on my motherfucking nerves. They really do. I'm a type of person, I don't go to my bank all the time. I got a finite group of people that who know I could be a lazy motherfucker when it comes down to just leaving my house, that I could hit and be like, yo, send me, what's up, Tawana Boo? My girl. I hope you had a wonderful weekend, my dear. You know, um, I just like I said, I have a finite group of people that I can be like, yo, I didn't go to the bank. Send me $20 so I can go get a pack of squares. I'm gonna send it back to you because the one thing I am is good for what you give me. All right. So, you know, it's, I mean, I'm just like, I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that she ain't smoked no tweeds, cause motherfucker need that job. Cause the Bank of Roxanne only be open sometimes. Cause Roxanne, I'm very tight, and I'm tight not because I don't have it. I'm tight because I don't want to. I don't feel like it. But her ass was $20 a bitch to death. You know. Oh, okay, getting the baby from school. Val, Val G. Me and Val have formed our own gang. It's called Gang Gang. No. um, it just irritated me slightly that because when I told her, she gave me shit mouth, which is this. Come on, ma, you not They only drop you one time. No, bitch. They drop you more than once. Learn to listen. And I'm happy she did listen to me. These motherfucking young people be thinking you gonna tell them something wrong or something. Like, get the fuck out of here with your young dumb ass. I'm telling you this so you can keep a fucking career. This ain't even a job at this place. This could potentially be a long-term career. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. But I'm just like, and I don't know if she was telling me that she got a email that they gonna drop her again. Like, was she just telling me like, damn, you was right? Or was she like, damn, they gonna make me take another drop and you smoked? I'm hoping she didn't for her sake. Bitch, I got money. My bills is paid. You need to get your shit together. But young people don't motherfucking listen. I mean, nothing happened for real, Val. It's just the whole telling a young motherfucker, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. And this is why. And then they turn around and be like, you don't know what you're talking about. There's a meeting in the ladies' room. There's a meeting in the ladies' room. Oh. I'm just like, I really hope. I ain't talked to her. I called her before I got on here because we were inboxing on Messenger. And I was just like, nah, fuck that. Because first of all, just the FYI to anybody, don't send me shit over 3 lines. I'm not going to read it. You better fucking call me. That shit would go, it would be looked at, but there would not be a response. Call me if it's that. If you got to say that much, call me. And she was saying that and she had all these lines. And I'm like, bitch, let me call you. Hello? Because I don't do all that texting and shit. Always remember 4 lines at the most. If it's an emergency, 5 lines. Past that fin ball rolling, I ain't looking at it. You better call me. Your shit will go unanswered. So I called her just to see, just to do a double check. Like, bitch, did you smoke some weed? She didn't pick up the phone. So I'm wondering if she worried I'm gonna get off in her ass. Cause I will get off in her ass. It's just like I don't like incomplete human beings, and there's a lot of them. I'm not completely complete, but I'm pretty much good. The fuck? Oh, just it'd be the bald head hoe behavior for me. Hold on, my cat is waiting for some water. Here, baby, just drink that. I gotta fill your water bottle up. Oh yeah. So that happened. What else? Maddie made it back to school yesterday. Um, Maddie made it back to school safely. So basically, yesterday she took her school got a charter. Um, her school got a charter bus, and it lets them off um, somewhere down by her school. And my Corona always look frosty because I got a little tiny refrigerator that I keep in the lady lounge to keep those bitches extra frosty. But so Maddie had to leave at 9 o'clock yesterday morning. And I was just like, okay, that's cool. That way I don't have to drive her back to school because I was feeling like just, that this cold like literally whooped my ass. I don't get sick very often because I'm too motherfucking cool for that shit. Okay. So when a cold take a player down, I'm down for about 2 weeks. It just take a minute to work its way completely out my system. So Maddie left in her bus. It's a nice bus. It wasn't no Greyhound bus. It's something with their school. It was all black. It had black tinted windows. I'm like, this motherfucker looked like a tour bus. Bitch start like slightly having a little flashback and reminiscing. So we pull up to the bus station, and when we get there, Maddie's like, we pull up, and there's all sorts of motherfucking like degenerate looking motherfuckers in front of the bus station. Like, there was a guy out there selling men's cologne, men's and women cologne. The smell of tweeds was in the air, very heavy. I think I saw somebody selling some pussy. A lot before a little nine before 9 o'clock in the morning. So we pull up and Maddie look at me like shit. And I looked at her, but I felt my baby's vibe because I feed off my kids the vibe. And I'm just like, Maddie's like, I was like, you want me to go in there with you? And she like, but you had to walk through these people, you know what I mean? And they was definitely, getting their hustle on very early in the morning. And they definitely gave me, like I potentially might have bed bugs on me. And I wasn't on all that shit. So we get into the bus station. There's this young lady, young African American lady. What's up, Jack? Little brother? So we get into the station, and there's this young, beautiful black queen sitting at a podium with a pole on her ass. The pole is a pow pow. She's sitting there. She not letting nobody pass unless you show her a bus ticket. Or you got to go to the little, they got like a little service desk where you go by. Maddie had her shit on the phone. So Maddie showed it to her. The girl was like, it's gate such and such. Maddie gave me a hug. I was like, don't go back outside. By the time I got to Harrison and Loomis, for those of you that's some Chicago shit, by the time I got, hey, just simply my love. By the time I got to Harrison and Loomis, Maddie was like, I'm on the bus. I'm like, bet. So I was like, I ain't got no cream for my coffee. And I didn't have no, because I need my water to be icy. I need nice cold water because I be having hot flashes, right? So a few months back, they gave all the kids in Illinois like a food stamp card, like a SNAP card. They actually gave Maddie one. We didn't think she would get one. Man, I checked that motherfucker. It was still $8 on there. I was like, bet. Went and got my coffee cream, and the bad guys came in the house, and I did not leave at all. That's a lie. I had to leave because Maddie's friend, even though I dropped Maddie off, her homegirl, she her best friend, she was still here. The child lived too far. So I was like, she had been in Maddie's room sleep all day, not bothering nobody. I had to wake Shorty up. I'm like, yo, let me take you, let me drop you off at home because I wanted to get back and finish watching the Alex Murdoch um movie on Lifetime because it came on at 7. And I need to stop at McDonald's and get me a double fish fillet with extra a slice of extra cheese, tartar sauce, and a small fry. So I got back home, and I didn't leave the house until today when I had to go over to the bank and do what I needed to do. You love black hair, Roxy? This black wig, Roxy. I washed my hair, slicked it back in the ponytail. I was like, I feel like it needs to be cute today. So I put on my hair hat. That's what I call wigs, hair hats. So I put on my hair hat and went and handled my business and um, had to fucking be cursing motherfuckers out. I don't know what it is about Monday. Motherfuckers always want to play with me on Monday. Do they just wait? Be like, we'll just wait till Monday. No, if there's something going on, tell me. Don't make me wait till Monday. I don't like that shit. But all in all, I'm having a good day. I'm not upset about anything. Um, you love a good hair hat, girl. I know you love a good hair hat. I know you love a good hair hat, girl. Me and you is the hair hat queens. People don't be knowing about these hair hats. Well, a lot of people just like to call them wigs. A bitch like me call this motherfucker a hair hat. Mm-hmm. It's true. I'm too lazy to go get my hair weaved back in, and I got the hair. It's all colored brown. I'm just not in the mood. I got too many things going on. I got a motherfucker that I'm getting ready to sue. It's a lot going on in my life, and I just don't be feeling like doing too much. You said you're gonna make a list and you come back. Yeah, we gonna go spread holiday cheer. And I'm happy my brother Jack is in here. Now let me tell you all a little something about Jack. That's the homie. Okay. Um, and Jack and I send food videos back and forth to each other. I get more food videos from Jack, and I send him food videos. But guess what? It's only Haitian food because Jack is Haitian. So that's brother Jack, and I really love sending food videos to him. Ever since my new neighbors moved in and they're Haitian, those motherfuckers, I had never had Haitian food. And when I found out they were Haitian, because they were moving in and over the summer, and I was like nosy, it's like, hi, because they black people. How you doing? And they like, hi. And I'm like, okay, because the husband and wife both doctors. So I was just like talking to them. They told me their last name. It's something very French. And I was like, oh, are you guys Haitian? They were like, yeah. And I was like, oh, that's really crazy because I had just told a friend of mine I had never had Haitian food. And then voila, you guys move in next door. I'm going to gain another 20 pounds. So they were like, oh, you can come over anytime and we'll send food. These people be calling me like, Roxanne, send your son down so he can get a plate. I had never had Haitian food. I'm addicted to it. It's so good. Girl, a stew queen, you better stop fucking playing with me, honey. Let me tell you, don't play with me about that black rice. I haven't tasted it, okay? But I don't know. You start watching one Haitian video and you just start getting them food videos over and over. So I was minding my business and I seen the Haitian rice thing. Okay. Oh, right. So I seen the Haitian rice thing and I was like, it was like some sort of black mushrooms, and then they did this. So I sent the video to Jack. I forwarded the video, hit the little arrow, I forwarded it to him, and I said, yo, bro, what does this shit taste like? He hit me back maybe the next day or later on that night. He was like, yo, he was like, you're gonna go crazy. Excuse me. He's like, you're gonna go crazy. He was like, ask your neighbors, can they make it? So I was like, yeah, but I hadn't seen him. But when I did see him, I was like, do you know how to make that black Haitian rice? I said it just like that. They were like, yeah. Now, see, the good thing about this family is it's the husband and wife. They got two kids, and the mother-in-law lives there with them. And she's the one that be doing all the cooking. And she speaks English, but she also goes between patois and French, like real French and patois and English. And I mean, they're just an amazing family. But Astute, he told me that eating that rice was damn near orgasmic. I was like, damn, do I really want to eat this rice? That shit kind of scared me. I'm like, girl, Astute, he said it was he said it was wonderful. So the Haitian lady, the mama next door, I just call her mama. She said she's gonna make me some. You was hooked. See, that sounds like rice crack. That sounds like, hey Jackie, hey. That sounds like rice crack. Now I ain't never smoked crack or nothing like that. But how y'all making it sound like I'm on, like, for me, Puerto Rican rice, as how you say it, gulos. I forgot how I can't say it. But I can eat Puerto Rican rice every day. It's so good. I love Puerto Rican rice. You can fry an egg, make some sausage, Puerto Rican rice. So you don't eat mushrooms, I fuck with mushrooms real hard. So if this Haitian rice is anything, if it's better than Puerto Rican rice, you know what? Fuck you, Jack. Astute. You all have started something. And fuck my neighbors too. Y'all know I don't be wanting to eat everything, but y'all know a bitch will eat. Seen that rice and that shit look creamy and wonderful. I was just like, let me just send it to Jack. And he was like, yo, you're going to love that. I'm like, what? I'm like, well, how do you describe it? He was like, it's almost orgasmic. It's just that good. I'm just like, whoa. And you know what? I'm not a picky eater though. Like seriously, I'm not a picky eater. Dead ass serious. How come last night I was laying in my bed, none of my business. I was all warm and cozy. My sister friend who owns this building called me up and said, what you doing? I was like, laying down. You know, when you be laying down for a long time and don't talk, and you finally talk, you sound like you just woke up. I was like, just laying here. She was like, oh, okay. She goes, well, come downstairs. I was like, what's going on? Because you know a bitch don't like surprise. Okay. Because me and her have some about with the police that, you know, if anything happens to my husband, they would contact her and they would tell me. So and he was at work. So that made me nervous. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? She was like, nah, girl, it's good. Just come downstairs. So I went down through the front and I met her on the front porch. How come that bitch gave me the motherfucking chitlins? I was like, are you serious? I was like, where did you get chitlins from? She was like, girl, I made these chitlins. And she said she froze them. And it was dated and everything. She said she let those motherfuckers unthaw and she put them in a pot and she gave me those chitlins and baby, I still got some in my in the container she gave it to me. And I'm gonna eat me some more chitlins. But I'm not a picky eater. I damn near eat anything. Puerto Rican rice has what? It has nothing on Haitian rice? Tawana, what are you telling me? I know you don't like chitlins, Val. So what? I love you, girl. Don't try to make me feel bad about chitlins. Yeah, Val been behaving. Val been real good. Up until the point she says ill about the chitlins. That was kind of fucked up. Mm. So wait a minute. That's really scary. Puerto Rican rice. I have to put this up there. Puerto Rican rice has nothing on Haitian rice. I'll be damn. Damn it, Jim. Oh, I don't know. And they're equal to you? Okay. Okay. I mean, they equal to you, astute. But then we got Tawana and Jack talking about like it's the second coming of rice, you know? So one can only I just can't wait for them to make it. But I don't know what do they make it with another food? No pork on the fork. I know. And I shouldn't either. Girl, I'm in straight violation. You already know what I'm talking about. But no, do they serve it like with some chicken or something? Wait, where can I get some Haitian rice in California? Girl, I don't know. So basically, let me tell you, Miss Love Bug, they take these mushrooms, right? Because it's a mushroom thing. And the mushrooms black as fuck. So they take these mushrooms and they boil these mushrooms in some water or something. And all the blackness come off the mushrooms. And then I think they like take the rice, right? They take the mushrooms out of the water. Now the water is like black. And then they put the rice in that black ass water. And then they let it cook. And then they add like the mushrooms back to it. And I guess some seasonings or whatever. And shit, they let it get, and it seems like it gets a creamy consistency to it, but not a risotto consistency creamy, and just looks so fine. Then they just put it on a plate and you eat it. And everyone's telling me, girl, you're gonna have to Google that, Miss Bug. Now what I need to learn is how to make it properly. Because I know how to make Puerto Rican rice. You better stop playing with me. I know how to make me some Puerto Rican rice. But y'all know what's good too, Puerto Rican wise? If you never had it, I'm just gonna let you know. Puerto Rican potato salad. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just saying that. Puerto Rican potato salad. And now I'm gonna say it and look away. Puerto Rican potato salad. Mm. Yeah, it's regular rice, but that the water from those boiling mushrooms make it black. And y'all know I'm all for everything black, and it's wonderful. People be like, ew. You know, I understand when people be like, nah, I don't fuck with chitlins and stuff like that. I respect that. But when it comes down to something like some rice or something, just try it. Because at least you can say you tried it. Be making you hungry. I'm sorry, girl. I'm hungry too. I don't know if it's like I want to eat my chitlins, but I don't want to eat them right now. I kind of want like a Italian submarine sandwich or something. But I'm not really hungry, so I'm just trying to wait till I get hungry. So I'm just like, I don't know. What you doing vomit to? Chitlins or stew? Y'all gonna get off of me about my damn chitlins. Shit, they was good enough for our grandparents. They good enough for me. Good enough for our great grandparents. They good enough for me. Y'all can call it slave food all you want. Ain't nobody gonna whoop me like Kunta. All right? No, but I want you all to look up Haitian black rice. If I can go, for those of you that I correspond with through my Instagram, if I can go back to Jack's page and not Jack's page, but the message where I sent it to Jack, I will send it to you. Um, you know, because the people who be making these TikToks, you don't know if they're in the United States or not. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure they have, you know, I'm pretty sure they have the mushrooms here to make it. I made stew fish with okra. Ooh, now you got me with the stew fish. I hate okra. Okay, can't stand okra. I hate the smell. Oh, okay, that's what it is. You know what? A stew. If I could get this one chick on the phone, she came to my house. What do you want, cat? Look at this shit. What do you want? Go away. She came to my house one Christmas about 2 years ago, and I made chitlins. And she knew I was making chitlins. And when she came in my house, she was in my kitchen, her and her guy making a plate. And she was like, I thought you made chitlins. I was like, I did. She was like, are you serious? I buy these chitlins. They come in a 5 pound bucket. Okay, a little 5 pound white bucket. These motherfuckers is so clean. You gotta unthaw them. And I always do a check through my chitlins to make sure I'm not eating shitlins. And I cook them. But see, I don't cook my chitlins on top of the stove. I cook my chitlins in a slow cooker. And it's a very long, tedious process. But I make some good ass chitlins, I promise you. And my house don't be smelling like doodle. Oh, what did I say? I don't like okra, y'all. Okay, good. Somebody else don't like okra. I can't stand okra. It's traumatizing because as a child, when we were growing up, certain age ranges of ladies within this group, whatever your mama cooked is what the fuck you ate. And there was no such thing as you can't eat that. Hell, I didn't even know people had food allergies. Like kids would be having these food allergies nowadays. Like, oh, he can't eat peanut butter and he can't eat this and he can't eat that. And you just like, what? Your baby can't eat peanut butter. Like growing up, I don't think kids had food allergies when I was growing up. And if you did, your parent would whoop the food allergy out of you. There was no such thing as children having food allergies, you know. But my mom would like make cooked okra, and she would lay it on the plate, and she would like lay it there, like maybe just two okras, and she would think, she'd cut them and shit, and they just had this little bit of slime that would come out of them, and it looked like pre cum. I'm just gonna be honest with you, um, and I was just like, this is gross. I didn't realize it looked like pre cum until I got older. Okay, not as a child, but it was slimy, and you put one in your mouth, and it had the little slimy balls, and I remember just taking a bite of one and put a hole in. I was trying to eat like around it. My mother was like, put it in. And I put it in, and I chewed it, and I was like, "Mm," and I threw up all on my plate. My mother looked at me like, does this bitch have the exorcist in her? Does this bitch have the devil? And our housekeeper, she called our housekeeper, and like she had to clean up the thing. And my mom did not give me another piece of okra. Seriously, she did not give me another piece of okra ever. But when my mother would make gumbo, she would put okra in her gumbo. I would get my bowl of gumbo. I would take my fork, and I would go through my gumbo, and I would take the okra out of my bowl and put it back in the pot. I fucking hate it. Ooh, ooh. You love okra and black eye. I could fuck with the black eyed peas. I'm not fucking with no okra. It's just not my thing. Mm, I'm just being honest. And stop what, Val? Stop. You know I'm right. You know I'm right. Don't do that to me. Please don't do that. Mm-mm. Oh, my cigarette went out. That shit that just had me have a flashback. I'm back. Mm. Now, I think you all might know this because I've said it before, but the word um, okra and African in this area called Beni, okra is native to Africa. They weren't growing okra over here in the United States before slaves came. If you didn't know, now you know. Okra was from there. Just like yams were only there. Yams were indigenous to Africa. Okay? There's a difference between yams and sweet potatoes. If you don't know, now you know. Black eyed peas were native to Africa, not the United States. Okay? Okra is one of the main components in a lot of African dishes. So I'm not gonna knock it because it's from Africa. And all our foremothers and forefathers are from there. But okra, I hate okra. Like, ugh. Only way I would eat like a whole okra, you would have to give me like a stack of money, like a whole $1,000. I'm not going for less than 1,000. Not going for less than 1,000. Motherfucker be like, you would eat okra? I'd be like, no. They'd be like, I give you $1,000. You would have to literally give me my money in my hand while I let somebody hold it while I eat the piece of okra. You don't like okra either? I used to hate it when yeah, yeah, parents be like, oh no, you need to eat this. I'm like, fuck out of here. Mm-mm. I don't fuck with okra. And even after you cook that shit, it's still a slam to it. I don't like that. Makes me uncomfortable. Makes me uncomfortable. I love field peas. I like field peas too. I like field peas. I fuck with field peas. She would do it for 500 in a Chanel bag. Boy, Val, you better stop fucking playing me, girl. You know me well. Girl, you know me well. Look at you. Girl, you know me well. $500 in a Chanel bag. Girl, I eat two okras for that. Two. I might even go three. Might even go 3 okras. Mm, mm, mm. That damn Val. But sometimes me and Val be on the phone and we be talking on my house phone. I'm on my house phone talking to her, and we sending back pictures back and forth of purses. I'm like, what do you think about? What do you think about that? And the one thing Val does know, and I know about Val, Val wants a Chanel bag, and her husband's getting her probably a Chanel bag for Christmas. And she's like, that's really all she wants. And I was like, I understand because they're beautiful. They feel so good. But Val knows me well. Val knows that Chanel is my my favorite purse. I only have I only got one big one and a little bit the motherfucker about as big as this pack of cigarettes. I bought it to put my earpods in it. Guess where my earpods are? Hey, Miss Taylor, baby, what's up, boo? I lost them, both pair, both pair. Go fucking figure. So now I just got this teeny tiny ass purse hanging on my wall, and I ain't got shit to put in it. You can't even fit a driver's license in it. You could literally only put a pair of ear pods in it. And my dumb ass bought it, and now I don't have any ear pods, and I'm not buying any more ear pods because I've lost 2 pairs of ear pods, and I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not doing it. Absolutely not. But Val knows I love Chanel bags. But speaking of which, the bag I really want, them motherfuckers like $7,000. Guess what, y'all? I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. I got other shit going on that I cannot devote no fucking $7,000 plus tax to a motherfucking bag. But I know that Val's husband is buying her bag for Christmas. So I'm just, you know, yeah, that's what she wants. That's what she wants. Thank you, Miss Taylor, baby. Oh, and thank you so much for sending me that lady's link who makes all that food. Thank you so much, girl. You only gonna make me fatter. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh my God, that woman will walk you through making some food. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna make this. And it's getting cold outside, and this is my cooking season. You know, I love cooking during the winter. I just can't do it in the summer because I get hot and I be having hot flashes and I get angry and turn green. I be like, "Urgh," I get so upset. But yeah, thank you so much. I started following her. I appreciate it. It's cuffing season. Ooh, it's a lot of people out here that's gonna be in wintertime relationships. And then when the spring comes, motherfuckers conveniently break up. I'll be like, oh, and don't forget about the tax time relationships. But see, they getting those relationships now. They gonna do Christmas and Thanksgiving with their new booze. And by time tax time roll around, they're gonna be cool or be pregnant. Very yes, yes. And then by the time that tax money hit, motherfucker got children with those earned income child credits, and she give him that little bit of money. It's over. They move on. They move on because now the weather broke, and they can stay from house to house. Okay, they can stay from house to house. Don't ever get in a relationship with a motherfucker during the winter. Don't do it between winter and income tax time. Always do it in the spring. Next time relationship, just about do it in the spring. Because that way, after you done you done paid off your credit card bills and you caught up on all your bills and shit and did something nice for your children with your income tax money and you sitting on, you still got some money saved up. You still got your money saved up, but motherfucker will know that, look, I'm broke. I'm broke. Well, you just got your taxes, didn't you? Yup, I had bills to pay. I paid off 2 credit cards and everything else. I'm broke. You still want some pussy? Just saying. Just saying. You gotta be leery of winter relationships. If you don't have no one by now, and it's October, don't get no one. Okay, don't get no one. Just kick it with your girlfriends. Hey, say to mom. Kick it with your good girlfriends. Um, you know, your family. Your sisters, cousins, brothers. Nieces and nephews. Go out, have some drinks and shit. Don't get in no relationship. I'm not telling you don't do nothing. Like don't. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying don't get in no relationships because unless the person got their own shit, like they own shit, like own car, own career, own crib, own 401k, own Roth shit within a Roth and shit like that. Then you might be able to do it. If you think you're lonely now, yeah, but you gotta. I mean, in order to save money, loneliness will save you money, but loneliness will also cause you to unnecessarily buy shit on Amazon. So it's kind of a catch-22 situation. Where they at? The men with the Roths and shit like that, with their own crib, cars and cribs. I'm gonna tell y'all where to find them. If you don't have them, if you don't have one now, people be thinking they're not in church. They not at church. No. I told one of my girlfriends, and she found her a nice man. Wherever there's construction people, right? City working motherfuckers, there's always a bar. Because they get off work and they want to go sit down. A game might be on, a football game or a basketball game or something like that. Most of these people are usually divorced, okay? They divorced, but they like to go in the bar and go sit down and have a drink or something with they work people. They be at the look, and that it ain't the fancy bars. It ain't the fancy bars. It's the do drop ins. It's these last $2 looking ass bars. Those where the men with the jobs be. It ain't in the fancy smashy places that look like the club Ghost owned on Power True. It don't look like that. The hardworking men with 401ks and shit at those little dive bars. Little hole in the wall. Go on, cat. Go on, cat. Yeah. Like here in Chicago, there's a bar across from up here on Western. Cat, I'm gonna tell you where it is. It's up on Western. But I know you in a relationship. But I'll be telling my girlfriends to go there. It's up on Western. It's across from this place called Global One, where all the train conductors and shit be. And when they get off and they go in there and my friend found her good. Where's Ghost? He, his son Tyreek popped her. I told her she found her a nice man. They ain't trying to get married. They ain't living together. They don't want to live together. They do some dinners together. They do a little traveling. And he even pay a few bills. See, that's the important part too. A few bills. A few bills. Uh-huh. And she was like, damn, Roxy, how did you know? Because I'm a gold digger. What the fuck is you talking about? I always knew these things. Why didn't you? I'm a reform gold digger. But anyway. But yeah, as someone, construction workers, thank you. Thank you. A little bit, Sister Tawana. Yes. Those be the places. And you don't want a motherfucker who look too clean. Mm-hmm. No. Construction workers, those railroad workers, garbage men. Don't sleep on no garbage man. Streets and sanitation. I know a dude who lived right here in Chicago who worked for streets and sanitation. Cat girl, he lived on the south side of Chicago. Bitch, the nigga got a whole swimming pool. In ground. Not above ground. Got a whole in ground swimming pool. Yes, a hard working man. Hmm. Motherfucker with a little dirt under his nails. Come home and you gotta use, lava soap and shit like that and get a brush and clean his hands. Cause those be the ones who clean up so much better. You don't want no ready clean motherfucker. Cause hell, if you know the motherfucker dirty, a nigga who paints, you know, uh, motherfucker who do house construction, what do you call that? Like home renovation and shit like that. Motherfuckers who lay down gravel and cement, you know. You want to see him dirty because when he dirty and he fine, imagine what that motherfucker look like freshly bathed with some nice slacks and a button-up shirt on and some smell good. Shit. And see, the good thing is, if you meet him just on some happenstance shit, you meet a man on some happenstance shit, you out, you ain't looking, you might not have on your hair hat, you know, but you clean, and he might talk to you and both y'all look in a hot mess. That's the makings of a good relationship. That's the makings of a good relationship. Reverge. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you, Miss Taylor, baby. I ain't mad at you. Ain't shit wrong with that, honey. Ain't shit wrong with that. But I be telling a lot of my younger girlfriends who always complaining about they do. And I ain't get on my and I want a man who would, and I be like, girl, let me tell you where you need to go. And when I tell them that, they can right, see that's just some old chick shit. But that's why my old ass comfortable. And you not. Hmm. Maybe you should listen. You think? Oh no, I'm wrong. I couldn't possibly be right. God forbid. She was like, don't nobody want nobody whose pants be dirty. And I'm like, okay. Mm-mm. Everybody want a corporate America ass nigga. Everybody ain't no corporate dude. Everybody want a doctor. Everybody want a lawyer or Indian chief. You know, that might not be your calling. Shit. My oldest claim there for no girls their age that want to settle down. They all want open relationships. Well, that is very interesting that you would say that. I don't, what I think about that is, I think a lot of things are demographic, and I think a lot of things are what women, especially young women, have seen. And a lot of young women have not seen productive, healthy relationships within their home. And in them not seeing healthy, productive relationships at home, that's probably why they don't, they just want to openly date. Oh, I don't want to get hurt. And, so they feel like if they openly date, you know, they don't, know too much, not too many feelings will get involved. Somebody will still be hurt in the end. Also, I feel like a lot of that got to do with areas people live in. I know that's she's hopefully want to be unalive. I, I think a lot of that has to do with demographics. I've noticed that more of my girlfriends in the South, they hail from the South, they live in the South, they kids, their daughters are from the South. Their daughters want to marry. You know, a lot of women don't want to marry because they don't know how to be a wife because they don't have a frame of reference. Marriage ain't easy. It is it's hard. It's fucking hard. But when you've never had a frame of reference, when your grandparents, like one grandparent has passed away, and you've only ever known your grandmother, and your mother never married. You know what I mean? Or your mama done had Tom, Dick, and Harry just in and out the house, all this arguing and dysfunction. How do you suppose? How does a young person, be it a male or a female, supposed to base? How do they base what's a healthy relationship? You know, there's no frame of reference. You know, there's no you can court and date and hang out. You know, but I mean, dude, time people haven't changed because it is what it is. I just think that a lot of the young ladies don't want to tie the knot. I ain't gonna lie to you. I always wanted to get married. My objective when I got old enough, I was like, I need to be married. I like being married. It don't pay to be a girlfriend unless you all have some shit in writing that if he die, you get his shit. And it has to be in writing. Motherfuckers have to learn to do, wills and do estate planning and things like that. You stay with your grandparents a lot? Okay. Okay. But I don't know. Now, which one of your sons? I'll find a nice young lady. I know nice young ladies who they done graduated, they got good jobs, you know, they ain't got no cheering or nothing, and they want to be married, but they be saying the same thing that your son's saying about Chicago. You can't find no men in Chicago. That's a lie. You just gotta know where to look. Motherfuckers really don't know where to look, especially these young people. You gotta know where to find them. You know, people always want to point you towards the church. Shit. No, you don't. That motherfucker who's repaving that road. That's who you want. The motherfucker who can fix a toilet and a shower head, lay flooring and shit like that. Ain't nothing like a man who work hard and he come home dirty and all he want to do is sit down to a hot meal and be left the fuck alone. Oh, Papa's always trying to holler at you, girl. Well, Papa ain't got shit to do, baby. Holler back. Holler back. Holler back. Hell, Papa's be paying bills. I think I told Val about one of my girlfriends. She got her three Papa's, and each one of them pay about two different bills, and she keep her whole paycheck. Her whole paycheck. I'm like, oh my god, how'd you do that? Okay. Yes, girl. This Taylor baby, he paid. This chick got a nice ass job. Well, it's a career. And she got three pawpaws. Three. And she only be doing it with one of the pawpaws. Because the other two pawpaws both got sugar. And you know when you get up be an older man, you get sugar and that yin yang don't be working down there like that. They just be wanting her to spend some time. Just spend some time. And she will. Because down there ain't functioning like it used to be. Now the one pawpaw who do get it, he still functioning down there. He ain't got no sugar or nothing. He one of those old workout motherfuckers. He be jogging and shit and taking vitamins. He ain't on no high blood pressure medicine, none of that shit. So all his shit is working. But shit. She got to pop off for her bills. And she just keep her money and she pay her daughter's tuition. I was like, okay, girl. And guess what? I'm not gonna judge her. I'm not gonna judge her. I'm not. She was like, you don't think I'm a hoe? No, no. It's when you giving away $1 million worth of pussy and you ain't got shit to show for it. Huh? Put that bee in your bonnet. You don't want no you don't want no papa on top of you, girl. Let him hit it from behind. You ain't even gotta see him. And you know it ain't gonna last no more than 2 minutes, girl. And there's some good looking pawpaws out here. Look at that silver fox, those silver fox men. Those some handsome men. I just don't like men with a whole bunch of facial hairs. So I came in. Yeah. Okay. Nephew, I love you. And there are nice young ladies out here. And honest to goodness, if you could hear TT, you'll know when you have met the right one. A lot of women got to kiss a lot of frogs before they find the prince. Okay? So just know she out here. You young, take your time, live, have fun, make your money, stack your money. Women ain't going nowhere. And like I told my children, when the right one comes, when the right one comes along, you'll know. You know. I know that's right. Woo, let us put that up there. You'll know. You might have a lot of people come in and out of your life and you might think you love them. But when that's your human, forever, however long that's gonna be your human, you just know it. It's a feeling. And do you know that scientists has said that most men, I just seen the tackiest shit, y'all. It was a Louis Vuitton van that just drove past my house with Louis Vuitton symbols all over it. You know they say that most men know when they meet a woman within a day of talking to her, of good conversation, they know that he wants to marry her. For real. They know the same way a woman to meet a man and have great conversation and pick his brain and whatnot, and she'd be like, you know, I'm a woman, and you start thinking about future shit, like family shit and whatnot. You just know there might be a lot of somebodies who enter all of our lives. God knows I done had my share of somebodies, but when the right human comes along, you'll know the feeling you get in your stomach. It's the anticipation. It's weird. It's weird. My first husband, he was just like, he didn't tell me just after we got married, but he told me that he had seen me in a dream. I'm like, this nigga really wants. He's just, you really laid it on thick, you know. But we had broke up for about a month and a half, and when we got back together, we got married, and we were talking about it after we got married, and he was just like, man, not being with you for a month and a half. He was like, those were the worst month and a half of my life. He was like, I missed you so much. He was like, I felt like I couldn't breathe. And I was like, oh, okay. And I felt horrible too. Okay. I was hurt. You broke up with me unexpectedly. I'm not used to being broken up with. That was something very new to me. I was like, motherfucker broke up with me. You know, at that time in my life, I didn't have, hey, Don Player, what's up, baby? How are you, honey? Now, there's a lot of ladies in here tonight, and we just having a lady talk. But if you would like to say anything productive, you may chime in. And thank you for being here. But men usually know, like I said. And I'm talking about men, and then here comes Don. Don just pop up like, hey. Men usually know when they want to marry a woman. And, you know, it doesn't take a rocket science. But like I said, a lot of people don't have. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, honey. A lot of people don't have, like I said, reference. You know, one of my younger girlfriends, um, she's been married she got married before C19. And she was just like, she would tell me things, and I don't encroach on married people's relationships. Only way I'm gonna give you some advice is if you ask me, because that's something different. I don't listen to a motherfucker who ain't been married for over 20 some years. If you ain't been there, don't give me no advice. I'm not listening to shit you saying. Anyway, um, and she was telling me some one day, and she just kept and da 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 and this, that, and the fourth. And this is the one time that I ever said anything to a woman about her husband. You know what I said? I said, when he comes home from work, say hi, give him a kiss, and let him decompress. She was like, what? Let him decompress. When a man works and he pays all the bills, and my friend works, she has a career of her own. She is a nurse. And her husband still pays every motherfucking bill, every car note, everything. I was like, let him come in, say hi, how you doing, and let him decompress. Men need decompression when they are taking care of a family. They don't want to hear a bunch of shit as soon as they come in the door. The same way with women. You don't want your kids fucking with you as soon as you walk in the house. You don't even want your husband fucking with you as soon as you walk in the house. You want to say hi. You want to take off your shoes. You want to take off your work clothes. You want to take that damn bra off that been holding your titties up all day. Oh, you want to take a nice little hot shower. You want to sit on your toilet for a minute, then hop in the shower, be on your phone. And then once you've done all that and you decompress, then you want the kids to be like, so mama, I need a pair of socks for this sport. And I need this. And Friday I need to get dropped off here. And this, that, and the fourth. And da 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 da. Because it be a lot. That's why I don't like nobody asking me no whole bunch of questions when I first wake up. Don't ask me shit when I first wake up. There has to be a balance. And I told my girlfriend, that's her and her husband were getting into it, and she didn't understand why they were fighting so much. And it's because he would come home and she would just pounce on him. And he got a tough job. I was like, when he want to talk to you, sis, he'll tell you. Let him decompress. And then be like, how was your day? And men are usually more apt to open up when you giving them a good plate of home cooked food. Then they want to tell you everything. And then I was walking down the street and this motherfucker bumped into me and said, and I was like, let them vent. Let them vent and eat, shower, and watch their sports. Now, if you a sports lady too, that makes it good because then y'all can lay there and sit there and talk shit about basketball or football. But when you got a man who work and pay every bill when he come in, hey baby, mm, and let it be. You know why men have men caves? To get the fuck away from you. Just saying. Exactly, Val. Exactly. I tell my friends all the time. hmm And then it's even more difficult for a man when he's a black man. And you got to send him out of this house or your house or any house every day into this world. And he's going out there black and he's going out there as a man. Really let that brother decompress. You don't want to hear that shit. Even if you got a ticket, I be getting a little parking ticket here and there. And guess what? I don't tell him hours. I wait till that motherfucker came in, decompressed, showered, ate, laughing and talking about his day. And then, oh, baby, I got a ticket. Oh, damn, what happened? Meet a maid called me. Bitch got me. $65. Okay. Don't nobody want to hear that as soon as they come in the house. It's about tact. And a lot of motherfuckers don't have tact. Hold on. My cat doing something wrong. Hey, cut it out. Don't. Sorry, y'all. Damn cat. So my bedroom door is closed, and I'm hearing. I'm like, what the fuck? She trying to break down my bedroom door. I'm in here. You want to spend time? You come in here. I'll be in my bedroom in a little bit. But yeah, I don't. I don't be giving people too much advice on shit like that. But if you need it, and a lot of people want to think, a lot of young chicks want to think it's about how good your stuff is and how good you can. It ain't that. It ain't that. It's peace. You keep living, you learn, and that's why a lot of my younger friends, I be trying to tell them, they be like, and they tell me, "Oh, you old fashioned. That's old fashioned." Well, fuck, if it works for your grandmama and your granddaddy and the ones before that, it could work for you too. Yep, yep. News is better received after. You don't want to, if you already having a fucked up day, and I know it's happened to us women, you already having a fucked up day and you get a phone call from school that your child is acting a fucking fool. Hmm. You be upset. You be like, kill this little motherfucker when I get home. I remember as a child, if I got a detention or something, and your parents had to sign, they would have to sign for your detention slip, my ass would come home. I would not give my mama that or my father that detention slip literally until I was getting ready to go to bed. I knew how to deal with that. Now that's a form of manipulation. But it's also a form of it's late. They ain't gonna want to talk about this shit. They gonna be like, "What the fuck did you do? I didn't do a homework assignment. I was talking in class." Okay, then shut the fuck up. Sign the thing and go on about your business. But people don't know how to deal with certain things. And yes, that's what black men want. They don't want to hear all that shit as soon as they dart the door. As old folks would say, darting the door. Because like I said, when I wake up in the morning, I told y'all this before. I wake up, I thank God as soon as my eyes crack open. First thing I say, thank you, God, thank you, Jesus. I'm woke. But boy, don't hit me with no whole bunch of shit. You know, mm-mm. You better tell me the night before. Don't spring nothing on me the next day. I don't have this. Mm-mm. Don't ask me no whole bunch of questions. My husband, if there are things that he needs me to do, errands that he needs me to run, I need you to go pay this or do that and go online, get on the phone, curse Xfinity out. But, he has to write me a list. You think I'm bullshitting? He writes a list. We have a notepad. He will write down one, two. He has to do that and he has to leave it on my TV stand. And then once I get up, I use it. I brush my teeth. I wash my ass. Get my coffee, which I do all in a 30-minute time span, and get back in my bed. Then my office hours are open. It's I remember I had some a long time. I was sleep, woke up. He was like, "Yeah, and I got up to go to the bathroom. He was leaving to go to work. I woke up. Yeah, you need to go." And that, I was like, "Sir, don't do that. All you got to do is say good morning and call me after 10 p.m. and I'll take care of it." That shit never happened again. Cause however I said it, I meant it. I'm not a screamer. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those. I'm not a screamer. I'm not a yeller. You get nothing accomplished. Now I do scream at my kids, but I don't scream at the adults. I have found speaking to someone in a regular voice, no matter how mad you are, is way more effective. When my mama was a yeller, I didn't listen to shit she said. I'd be like, all she does is scream. Now, if you can't hear me and I'm yelling for you from another room, that's a different story. But I have to be really, really, really mad with my kids just to be like, yell. And it has to be because they did something so stupid. I'd be like, are you fucking stupid? What is wrong with you? Hello? Anyone up there? But yeah, that's what men be needing. Ashton? I thought Ashton was up. He got to be at work at 8 o'clock. He work all the way to 7 o'clock. He finally done got overtime hours. He too frantic. But yeah, I don't give married folks advice. So won't. I ain't gonna tell you something and you get mad at me. But bitch, you told me that's why. No. Now, with my one girlfriend, I just told her to let him decompress when he comes in from work. Guess what? They ain't had arguments. I mean, maybe a little spat here or there, but these motherfuckers be ready to humbug. Like she would come over here with a cocktail. Like, what's wrong? He came in from work and I'm trying to tell him. And every time she came over, she would bring, because she a vodka drinker too. And she would come over and it would be the same thing she would tell me every time. And and the light came on. It was like, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait. And I asked my kid's godmother, I said, bitch, she getting on my nerves with this shit. I was just like, what should I do? She's like, well, Roxy, she do be complaining a lot. Does she know to leave him the fuck alone when he come in from work? I said, I don't think she do. She said, well, tell her. But she said, try to tell her gingerly, Roxy, because you don't have the best mouth. Sometimes your delivery isn't very good. My delivery sometimes isn't good when I'm irritated. Um, I am a Capricorn, okay, and when I am irritated, sometimes my delivery is nasty. Like, and it's cold, and I don't have to use not one cuss word. So I told her, and she tried it for the first week. She said, "Girl, I wanted to ask you," and she just kept doing it, not saying nothing, and it worked. Hi, okay, thank you, Miss Godfrey. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Girl almost made me cry. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But I just don't encroach. Yeah, girl, black men need time to unwind. They going out in this world and they already catching side eye and shit like that. Yes, you let them, you know, let him come in and say hi and sit and think, collect his thoughts. And don't nobody want to feel attacked when they come home. And telling them about a bill and this and that and the kids, it's almost like another attack. Let him be. You let him be, and you'll see a change. And my girlfriend, I told her that they argue about very little minute shit. Hey, little big sis, driving and listening. Thank you so much, little big sis. I appreciate you. Um, Anonymous emails to Roxy. I mean, you could DM me and use a fictitious name or figure it out. I don't know, but I'm not gonna sit here and say I've been perfect in every relationship because God knows I haven't. But I have a lot of I have a lot of good sense, and I have a lot of what old folks used to say, mother wit. You know, sometimes a lot of younger people don't know with these, relationships. And maybe they need someone. And I was so happy that when she told me, she was like, "What?" She said, "Girl, we ain't argued. We ain't nothing." I said, "Oh, so you just decided to shut the fuck up." She said, "And it works." Wow, to learn. But I'm 50 now and I completely understand my husband. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Okay. Not dealing with what he deal with. Hell no. He's saying your husband is seeing the worst of the worst of children. And fundamentally, you want children to be good. So, with your husband dealing with juveniles, and I'm guessing this will be juveniles who get locked up, he's dealing with 14, 15-year-olds who out here killing people. And then, he during the intake and shit, and he go ask, "Why would you do that?" And they say, "I don't know. I don't know." And now you got to sacrifice a lot of your child life and some of your adult life being incarcerated. And this is someone who looks just like your husband 9 times out of 10, a young black man. I'm sure it's hard. And I'm sure that he just want to be like, "Ooh, sit down, put his feet up and think." But things like that, Miss Godfrey, your husband's job, oops, hold on, y'all. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That makes you appreciate your children. Ooh, that makes you appreciate your children. You'll be like, damn. Just when you thought your kids was bad. I respect that, Miss Godfrey. You know, I respect that. That's a that's a tough pill to swallow. You know, it's a tough pill. So yeah, when he come home, just he just want to chill. I know when it's time to talk to my husband. Shit, sometimes I don't want to talk. There's nothing wrong with being submissive to you. It's a good man, I believe. Letting the man lead his family. I'm old fashioned and it works for us. Baby, yes it does. Mm-hmm. Sometimes my husband, he like he be trying to tell me how to do something in the house. I am what you call a bona fide housewife. And I be sitting there and I say some smart, slick shit. Nothing mean. But he'll be like, if you do it like this and this, and I'll be like, Jay, do I tell you how to do your job? When you gotta go kick somebody's door in, or you gotta go on a undercover operation, do I tell you how to do your job? And he looks at me, he goes, well, I just see myself throwing your little ass out the window. We laugh and that be the end of it. That's one thing for me, just as a wife, I don't like him. Don't tell me shit about what to do in this house. I've been doing this shit for 23 years. Come October 26, 23 years. I don't need no motherfucking direction. Mm-hmm. Miss Val says, amen. So your name is Tanisha? Because I don't want to pronounce it wrong. I can't imagine raising 7 sons alone. So when my husband has had a bad day, I show him grace. Oh, get your ass in. Get the fuck. I show him grace because we can be a lot, because it can be a lot, but he never does too much. So exactly, you just kind of let them be. You know, I remember my grandfather used to come home from work and he would just literally like come in, take off his shoes. My grandfather was a diesel mechanic for the St. Louis Bus Company, which was called Bi State, and he was actually the first African American diesel mechanic in St. Louis for the bus service. And he would come home and he had coveralls. And I remember he would take them off. He had a routine. He would take them off. And my grandfather had a brush. It's like a little scrubby brush. He would go in the bathroom. And I remember standing in the bathroom watching, looking in the sink and seeing all this oil and grime and grit that he would scrub off his hands. And he would go sit down. He had a lazy boy chair, and he would go sit down. He would cut the TV on. This before remote control. He would just cut TV on. He would sit down, and then my grandmother would come back there, and she would sit on the couch, and they would watch the news, and they wouldn't say too much of anything to each other. It was, he wouldn't say, they wouldn't talk. And then he would finally like, so what you do today, Lois? And then they would talk. And then, you know, that opened the door. And I know it was probably very hard for my grandfather. Well, I know it was hard because as I got older and he had retired from by state, I would ask him, like, well, when he told me he was the first black diesel mechanic and how motherfuckers would call him, nigga and everything else. And I was like, wow. And that's a lot to deal with when you just trying to make money to provide for your family. You know, my papa always used Dawn and cocoa butter lotion. Oh, to get shit, I forgot I don't even know what my grandfather would use. I think it was something called like lava or some shit. I don't know, but he would scrub the shit out his hands. And my grandfather was a very, very light man, and his hands would just be red. And he would just come and plop down and just mind his business, watch TV. And my grandmother would be in there cooking. And once it was, food was cooked, she would tell him, dinner's ready, bud. And he would sit how the TV was positioned in our it was like a little TV room, like a sun porch TV room, and how the TV was positioned. He could sit at the table and watch the news. And that's exactly what we would do. We would sit down. I would sit down with my grandparents, and they would have talk about the news and shit like that. You know, it was it was. People want to think things like that are old fashioned. They're not. That's why grandparents stayed married a long, long time. When those motherfuckers said to death do you part, that's exactly what they meant. Wow, Taylor. Mm, mm, mm. Wow. He would cook dinner every day. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Ooh. Like, it's something about, and I know it might not sound horrible to you all because I think you all are open minded, very grown ass women, adults. But it's something about a working man. Like, I just never understood girlfriends who just fuck with niggas who didn't work. I'd be like, huh? He don't what? And you send motherfucker shit, leaves for jobs. He said he don't like that. Y'all like being broke, I see, or just living off of your shit. Oh, he worked. Working down the street ain't working. Girl, shut the fuck up. Exactly. You gotta run that ship, and that ship is your house. You know, he the captain, but shit, but you the captain of the house. A lot of people don't be understand that. Oh, you'll watch the game shows with them. Like, oh, excuse me, because I believe, like, growing up, I stayed with my grandparents for a little bit, and I would be with them a lot. But I just remember everything was very regimented. You know, like Fridays, my grandfather would get off because he didn't work Saturday or Sunday. Friday, we would go to Long John Silver. That was like, oh, You know what I mean? We would go to Long John Silver and sit down and eat and, you know, just very simple. You know, marriage is hard. But if these young motherfuckers, okay, thank you, Tanisha. Thank you. If people just learn to let people be, but also young people need to learn to listen, you know, to older people who've been there before them, who have a little bit more sense. He loved Family Feud and The Wheel of Fortune and wrestling. My grandfather loved wrestling too. And my grandfather loved wrestling so much, he used to take me to wrestling matches in St. Louis. We would go to this place called The Chase, and I got to see King Kong Brody, Ric Flair. I remember them because my grandfather used to take me on his off days. It was really cool, you know. But um, I was happy, like I said, when my girlfriend said her and dude having argued, and she's just like, "It's because you told me that." She's like, "I thought you were crazy at first." Most people think I'm crazy. They're like, "Oh, crazy Roxanne, that's my girl." I'm far from crazy. I have a crazy side, but I'm not crazy. And she said they've been fine. They've been fine. But I don't make it a point to any of my girlfriends who are married, I will let them vent, but I don't offer up no motherfucking advice to no married folks. Uh-uh. We would argue at girl. I remember when I was a kid, I thought wrestling was real. You couldn't tell me shit. I just knew somebody getting hit with a chair was real. Thank you, Val, and I love you too. I really do. Me and Val talk a lot, and you know, we don't sit around on our phone calls and talk about no bunch of YouTube stuff that be going on. We talk about like food and cleaning products and what I shouldn't buy, and you know what she want to buy, and our kids, and you know I talk to her a lot about going down south as a child, and visiting with my family and knowing how to cook, and things to cook, and things that you learned. You know, you'll be like the one great, well, not one, it's a myriad of great things. Just having this group has taught me, with the ladies who come into this lounge over here. Um, because this is us Lady Lounge, okay? This is us. My name just on it, but this is us. Because I can't do this shit by myself. Um, Mr. Clean got a new scent. Shut up. What is it? When I love Mr. Clean, I like to put it in my toilet, the septic tank, the little septic part, the back of the toilet. Yes, it smells so good. But I've learned so many things from the ladies who come into this group, and everybody is very smart, and everyone has something to offer within this group. I've learned that a lot of these ladies are hardcore shoppers. A lot of these ladies know how to get some deals out of this fucking world. One of the dealiest motherfuckers ever. I don't want to use the name. That motherfucker knows how to get a deal. I'd be like, damn, how did you do that? And she try to break it down to me. I'd be like, I don't understand. You know, um, I've learned so much from the women in this group. And I hope that I impart and you guys learn something from me. Um, when whenever I say something that people didn't know, like I was telling everyone about soaking livers in milk, everyone's like, about four people, like, I didn't know that. I was like, yeah. They were like, oh wow, what good is having a group if we can't apple? Ooh, I'm gonna go to the store and open one up and smell it before I buy it. I be doing that because if it don't smell like a real apple, I'm not getting it. But that would be good in the bathroom during like the holidays and shit. You know, see things like that. Miss Taylor, baby, just let us know there's a new Mr. Clean, and since we like to keep clean houses over here in the lady lounge, that could help. Somebody else might like to center apples. So, this is what I love about having, my group. Thank you so much, Miss Godfrey, and I appreciate you being here. And you're welcome here anytime. Please come back. Pull a seat up and sit a spell with us. Okay. Um, but I will be posting these things that I found online. They go in the toilet, makes the kitchen smell heavenly. Okay. You don't want to smell apples in the bathroom? Maybe in the kitchen, yeah. But y'all know what I love? Anything with the scent of gain. Okay. Just a quick little what you can do at home. Y'all know those little gain, they little, they're not pods, they're like little dots. They like fabric softener. And you sprinkle them in the washing machine before you wash your clothes. If you take a pair of pantyhose, right? Take a pair of pantyhose and you fill those up, like fill them up like a sachet. And then you drop one of those inside the back of the toilet. Whenever you flush your toilet, it makes your bathroom smell beautiful, beautiful. And I learned from a chick a long time ago. She would do her Saturday house cleaning and she would take Fabuloso and put it in a pot on her stove and put it on low heat and let it, get hot. And then she would cut that shit off. Her house always smells so good. You like lemon or the original Mystic? I like lemon. Pine Sol. I don't know what it is about that Pine Sol, but Pine Sol just smells so good to me. So good. I like to put some in my mop water. Then I noticed my mop water would smell funny. With because I always put a little bleach and everything. You put Fabuloso in the tank. Yeah. Fabuloso smells so good. And then you could buy Fabuloso in like a gallon size. Big ass thing of Fabuloso. You was like, okay, that's Fabuloso. Fabuloso smells so good. So good. But I'm gonna post on my Instagram and I'm gonna try to post it on my YouTube community page. These it's like these pod things and you put them in the toilet. They're $11.91 and you get like I think it said 41 or 47. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna buy them. I'm gonna try them and let you guys know how it works for me. Or if you guys want to take a chance, buy them and let me know how they work for you and just, share in the group, how did it work for you. I'm gonna be posting that today. Oh, excuse me. What did you say to use? Okay, so they have them like who has them? Um fuck. Gain has them. Downy has them. They're like little beads. They look like little beads, but they're a fabric softener. And if you take a pair of pantyhose, right? An old pair of pantyhose, and you sprinkle some in the pantyhose, like at the bottom, and then you tie it in a knot and cut it and drop that into the tank of the toilet. Every time you flush, it will give a really, really good scent in the toilet. And then once it's it all dissolves, and it takes a minute for it to dissolve, but it just makes the bathroom smell really, really good every time you flush. Now I seen right, exactly. That's what it is, Val. Miss Godfrey said I like Fabuloso now, and they have it with bleach. What? I didn't know that. I don't know, Miss Godfrey, if you're following me on my Roxy's Lady Lounge Instagram page. But if you're not, can you? And if you have some at home, would you mind taking a picture of it and sending it to me so I can post it? Because shit, you know, Val said, really? I didn't know about that. Yeah, you have those? Try it. Sprinkle some of it in like I said, an old pair of pantyhose. You can even go to like a Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, and buy cheap ones. And what I like to do is I make my own little sachets with those, and I put them in my drawers, like my shirt drawers, and you know I tack one in the closet with a thumbtack, and it just makes everything just smell so good and like just really, really, really fresh. So yeah, we must help one another. Going to feed the family. Yes, I'm getting ready to take off to you guys because I'm hungry, and I think I might go just to what do you call that place? Jimmy John's, and get me a ham sandwich and a bag of chips and come on back and get in bed, find something to watch and finish listening to my Audible book. So God willing, I will be back tomorrow. They have Lysol disinfectant wash too for the clothes. Oh, and the brown, oh no, the sanitizer, baby, I got it. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. You better stop playing with me. Hold on. Wait a minute. Here we go. It's right here. This shit is wonderful. So if you see this, take a picture of it. This makes your clothes smell so much better. And it sanitizes. Oop, this shit heavy. And it sanitizes your laundry. And this a brand new one. I ain't even cracked this motherfucker open. But when I go do my laundry, probably tomorrow because my son is off work. Later on in the day, it's it smells great. But and you use borax too. Girl, I was scared to use borax, but we're gonna talk about that. But I'm gonna go get me something to eat. Let me give some quick thank yous. Thank you, Miss Taylor, baby, my dear. Thank you, Miss Tanisha Godfrey, for being here. And please don't forget to send me that picture of the Fabuloso with the bleach. Okay. Thank you, big sister, big sister, Evangelist Val. And if no one's if you haven't followed Miss Evangelist Val Conversations of Inspiration, please follow her on her YouTube. I would also like to thank. Sorry, you guys. I don't be having a lot of people in my chat, so I just like to thank everybody who was here. I would like to thank Come Get This Commentary. Also, if you are not following the beautiful Miss Kiva, please go follow Come Get This Commentary on YouTube. She gives good commentary on so many different things that are going on in the world, and I think you would enjoy it. Somebody outside with some food. It ain't for me, though. Okay, guinea pigs. Thank you, Astute Queen. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your participation. Appreciate you. Thank you to Tawana to Inspire. Also, Miss Tawana to Inspire DIY. She has her own YouTube. So if you would like to follow it, she has so many different things that can help you just day to day life that you can do for yourself. So please follow her. Don Player, thank you so much, dear, for stopping by. It's always nice to have a gentleman in the house. Little sis, Miss Cat Medusa, thank you so much for stopping by. Your presence is always felt, and I appreciate you. Why am I feeling like I need to get some pretzels again? That girl shit, yeah. Um, DJ Dez, thank you so much, baby, for being here. I appreciate you, appreciate you. My love bug, thank you for always being here. Appreciate you much, much. Love you long time. Uh-uh. Wayne's World, Wayne's World, party time. Excellent. Thank you, Tawana Zeta Mom. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you to the utmost. Jack the Voice, the guy with the golden sound. Thank you so much, little bro. Appreciate you for stopping by. Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure these small, intimate settings. And I don't want to forget anyone. Miss Jackie, thank you so much for being here. The classy Miss Jackie. Just simply, I don't know if I said it already. Thank you so much, Just Simply. You are simply wonderful. The beautiful Universal Tea with Marie. If you haven't already followed her, please follow the Universal Tea with Marie. Universal Tea with Marie. I call her Beautiful Marie. That's just my pet name. Thank you, Dina. Cannot forget Miss Dina Grant. Thank you so much, Dina, for showing up. I appreciate you, honey child. I like to forget people, and that is it. Also, thank you for to my replay gang. If you guys see this, please hit the like button. Thank you for watching and showing support. If you have anything to add, please drop it down into the comments section. Any product, whatever we talked about, you want to say something, let us know. And anyone who was in the bushes, thank you so much. I hope you were considerate enough if you were in my bushes to hit the like button. That would be very classy. You know, Roxanne hates tacky shit. So on that note, I will bid you all adieu. I'm getting ready to go find something to eat and take off my hair hat and put my scarf or my bonnet back on and get my ass in bed. I love you guys. Thank you so much. You all are. Have a good one. Ciao.